You're spelling a little bit of doom potentially for Purdue and Marquette. In the 64-team era, there are 36 teams that entered the tournament as a 1 or a 2 seed that weren't ranked in the preseason AP poll. They've combined for 0 Final Fours, averaging fewer than 2 wins per tournament.
When you take a look at the preseason AP poll, if you're not in the top 25 and you end up getting yourself into a 1 or a 2 seed, you are not winning the championship, which is weird. You would think, oh, wow, what a great run up. No, not happening, because if you just break down this really weird stat, they have 0 Final Fours, right? So back in 2023, it was Purdue. They lost to number 16. Marquette lost in the second round. 2024, it was to Iowa State, who lost in round 3 as a 2 seed. This year, it was the Spartans, the Red Storm. So they lost. The record is now 0-41. You want to talk about an anomaly or a coincidence? Wow. This is rock solid, right? This goes against any kind of idea that you could imagine. So here's your top 25. We're going to run the season through. We're going to pull up that list once again. And if you don't see your team here and you're ranked in the top, no, just out. Don't even bother. You're not going to win.
This is wild, because it's saying 8 preseason rankings. So
Correct.
What happens when we include 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the other seeds? Does anything change?
Success.
How did you even find this? This is like the craziest stat.
It's the strangest thing, right? These teams are favored. Of course, most of the time, you're making them a favorite to win that matchup. It's uncanny.
Will, what do you got on this stat?
How do you argue with something like that? It's so specific and happened so many times. Like, this isn't a 0 for 10. Like, this is 41 teams with a chance, and they can't even get one to the Final Four. So at least it's a look back. Try to fix that if it's your team. Like, we just got to be ranked at the preseason. We got to have a good recruiting class, return players. They got to rank us. Or into the season, and you're like, hey, we're climbing the rankings really fast. We're doing really well, but we weren't ranked to start the year. You know, by the end of the season, we need to get out of that 1 or 2 seed range. We need to drop back or make somebody mad. No, yeah, we need to schedule somebody that's just going to crash our RPI so we don't get the 2 seed. That's interesting for Purdue and Marquette. Like, it was weird how they lost. Elite coaches, good guard play. There's some big men, which is like the recipe for March. And bang, you lose to FDU, and I forget who it was Marquette lost to. But
can we think of any sort of translation may actually be what has led to this stat? I can't find anything here. It just seems like odd coincidence.
You were the beneficiary of a weak schedule?
That's what I was getting at. Something like that. It could mean that.
The only thing I could think of is particular schools just overlooked. There's so many great programs out there, and you happen to miss this one. Would you miss 41 of them over the years? I just don't know.
I mean, and honestly, this year, St. John's and Michigan State did pretty good against the trend.